Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the UTEP Miners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach Walden told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Henry. So UTEP's offense will go to work first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Quarterback keep. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Miners will hustle to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Colson. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Miners are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
The Cowboys offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Wide 80. Wide 80. Stay up. Stay still. 528. Cool. 528. Cool. But hard.
They'll test the right side. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Now on first down from the 28. On the run, it's Harris. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Harris. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
First down for the offense.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. Got a little grass Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
And the Cowboys back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
The give to the back. They knock him down right there.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He'll be stopped just outside the 20. Officials mark the ball at the 21, and they'll also bring the chains ahead with the first down.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Ball in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. Keeps it on first down. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's a heat. And they got him. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the Cowboys are in the hurry up. Wants to throw. It's Hughes. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
And he missed it. No good. So it'll stay 3-0 after the missed field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
The Miners will kick it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Cowboys head coach at the half. They really expect to stick to the running game here in the second half. This is a close game, and he's a little concerned with his quarterback's shaky performance in the first half. Turning the ball over put them in a tough position, but they are dominant on the ground. Expect them to continue to really force that issue at the line of scrimmage here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for space, it's Harris. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Set high.
Looking for a gap. It's Lawrence. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Harris. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking for a man. It's Hughes. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Lawrence. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Back to pass, it's Colson. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's got it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll go to the counter. Maybe some room here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Might as well give it to him again.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside, it's Lawrence. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stopped just once more at the 2-minute mark. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more 1st downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Powell.